Couple number 35, Dennis and Adele Tremblay.
Yes, a Canadian-English partnership. Denny now lives in this country, and they are actually the UK 10 dance professional champions.
Couple number 74, Stephen Hanna and Connie Scheiberg. An interesting situation here. Stephen Hanna was last year's amateur modern champion with his previous partner.
Stephen is a very experienced dancer, but he's only been dancing with Connie for about 7 months, and therefore as a couple they're probably not experienced enough to make the final 6 tonight.
Wearing number 29, there's Steve and Carol Powell.
Yes, very nice dancers, very classic style, nice clean lines. They have just returned from Hong Kong, where they were guest artists with the Hong Kong Philharmonic Orchestra.
Let's move into a waltz now. What's the key to success in this dance, Lindsay?
Well, a beautiful swing, a lovely lilting action. If I said falling leaves, that would really conjure up the picture of a waltz, turning, floating, drifting.
There's couple number 53, John Weiss and Jennifer Buchanan.
Yes, John and Jennifer will be very pleased to be in this semi-final. Looks like he's dancing very well. He has a big sweeping movement, lovely, tall, elegant couple.
This competition attracts the top couples from all over the world. There are some 17 countries represented here tonight. Here's a couple from Japan now. Number 9, Hiro and Kyoko Amano.
They are the Japanese international champions. Ballroom dancing is very popular in Japan, and they now run some of the biggest international events in the whole world.
Couple number 67, navigating their way round this crowded floor. They're from Norway, Lasse Ødegaard and Laila Kragebø.
They were the former world amateur champions, and of course are new to the professional ranks. They've been very successful as professionals. They won their first title, which was the Rising Star Championships at Blackpool. And in the World Championships in Tokyo, they actually positioned 4th.
Now couple number 24, always good for a stylish appearance, our own Marcus and Karen Hilton.
They're lovely dancers. They're the reigning world professional champions, challenging very hard for this title tonight. They're going to be definite finalists and would really like this title.
Well, the standard of dancing in this professional competition really is quite breathtaking. Not an easy job to choose just 6 couples out of so many fine dancers. But our panel of 9 international judges have done just that. So let's meet the first couple who've made it through to the final. They're from Japan. They're couple number 9.
Dances are not being marked by the judges. They serve as an introduction to the 6 couples who've made it through to the final. We'll be back to the competition proper after we've seen each couple in their solo dance.
Hiro and Kyoko, as well as being the Japanese international champions, are also the All Japan Segway champions. They're regular visitors to the UK. Hilton.
So, Lindsay, can you fill in a little background on Marcus and Karen Hilton for us? I know they're always in great demand.
They certainly are. They've had a very successful 12 months since last year's event. They won the British Open, and in November they won the World Championship. John Wood and Anne Lewis are their great rivals, and at the moment Marcus and Karen hold 3 titles against John and Anne's 2 titles. Marcus and Karen also do hold the European.
Dennis and Adele Tremblay then.
Actually, Dennis is a Canadian by birth, and of course Adele is an English girl. He now represents England. He was at one time the Canadian, I believe, the Latin champion as well as the ballroom champion. They've danced together for 4 years, been married for 3.5.
Andrew and Lorraine, another high-class British performance. They've got married as well since we saw them in last year's competition.
They're in a very enviable position in this competition, in that they're ranked 3rd.
A couple from another country where ballroom dancing is subject of great popularity, in Norway, Lasse Ødegaard, Laila Kragebo.
Yes, Lasse and Lala were the former world amateur champions. Since turning professional, they have won the Professional Rising Star Championships at Blackpool. They were placed 4th in their first Professional World Championships in Tokyo, Japan, in October. They've actually been dancing together for about 17 years, so they're wearing very well. Actually, of course, they were children when they started dancing together.
So you've got a championship title. Can you hold on to it? Can you do it again? That's their challenge.
Very big competition for John and Anne tonight. As well as holding this title, they also hold the closed British Professional Championship title and also the International. A local girl. She originally came from Bournemouth here, and John was from Stoke in Staffordshire area.
Couple number 35, Dennis and Adele Tremblay.
Hitting a contra check there, and of course a few foot flicks. The tango has really changed in character over the last few years, and a lot more Argentinian influence has come into it. You can see foot flicks, head flicks, as well as rotational movements. The hold is always different in the tango. It's a lot sharper. I think possibly Denny's left arm is a little flat, but for tango he could get...
Andrew and Lorraine Sinkinson wearing number 59.
Yes, they've had a mixed day really. They didn't have a very good afternoon, but they seem to be dancing much better this evening. Of course, there's a better atmosphere, the public are in here, and that really does help. Just gives that little extra touch of adrenaline that sometimes is needed. Although this dance looks very physical, the actual secret of this dance is to be relaxed.
And there's couple number 67, Lasse Ødegaard and Laila Kragebo from Norway.
Yes, Lasse's showing his moving actions here. It's one of his greatest assets, movement. He has strong feet and ankles, which certainly help in this facet. Dancing a pivoting action, and you can see the dress flying out and really creating a sense of movement. Lasse could sometimes use his body a little more to create a more flexible and soft line. Whoops, a big collision there. He carries on though, unflustered. We'll sort Andrew out later probably. Yes, this is a pain barrier now. They're really trying hard now. They've been dancing since 10 o'clock this morning. It's now 11 o'clock at night. And these couples need a lot of stamina to do this sort of work. They train very hard. You heard in the Latin section how the couples train every day. The ballroom dancers do just the same. Every night, every day they're practicing.